of 2015. The dissolution that comes with the economic crisis, the horror of the Ebola epidemic, or the barbarity of the Islamic State. That's what comes to mind for many of us when asked to comment about the state of the world today. Most of us would describe a hopeless world, full of anger and death. But if we take a rational look at our history, at the state of the world 70 years ago, in 1945, when the UN Charter was signed at the San Francisco Conference, we might begin to hope. We should hope because of all we've achieved since then. We should hope because your world, our world, has the power to face its problems and solve them. And that's exactly why you're sitting here today. You are the face of hope. Is there a better example of our ability to face challenges than our region of the world? If you get out of this hall, you won't see desolation. You won't be scared to walk in the streets, drive back home, no. Nations like France and Germany, who desperately fought against each other for centuries, have reached a sustainable peace thanks to the European Union. Anyone who doubts of humanity's capacity to change should think about this example. For a day and a half, you will not be students. You will not simply listen to a teacher, taking a few notes. You will be an actor. You are going to represent governments in the hope of the people's sustainable prosperity. Our main theme this year is overcoming social and humanitarian challenges that come with economic growth. These topics you will discuss today and tomorrow are all related in different ways to the changes of our society in past years. Let us acknowledge that while many benefit from economic growth, others suffer from it. Think twice when you buy a football kit or the newest smartphone. Is it children who do that? Made that? This contrast has been effectively underlined by Ban Ki-moon, the United Nations Secretary General. Our world is one of terrible contradictions, he says. Plenty of food, but 1 billion people go hungry. Lavish lifestyles for a few, but poverty for too many others. Huge advances in medicine, while others die every day in childbirth, and children die every day from drinking dirty water. Billions spent to kill people instead of keeping them safe. This is our generation's greatest task yet to come. It is our duty to persevere until we achieve this goal. Because as of today, over 3 billion people still live with less than $2.5 a day. When the Millennium Goals come to an end this year, the post-2015 development agenda explicitly talks about leaving no one behind. Now, our aim is to end extreme poverty. As delegates of Model United Nations, you have the opportunity to discover the reality, what really happens beyond our borders. You have the opportunity to see misery, understand it, and be compassionate. By debating, exchanging ideas, finding a compromise, you will become citizens of the world, recognizing the importance of staying united to build a better world. I'd like to assign 3 objectives to this conference. The first one is to realize that there is a solution to every problem. Yes, putting words to describe a situation is the first step, but you must go further as debaters. You must realize that we can change for the better. The second objective is to try and think out of the box. You are young, you all have your own experiences, and you can be innovative. Presenting clauses that already proved to work is great, but offering a brand new one, never tried before, is even better. The third objective is to remind yourself that behind every situation or problem you will discuss here, there is a man, a woman, or a child. these clauses you will present, these speeches you will give, don't come out of the blue. They reflect reality. And what you create, write, and say are small bricks which together build secure houses for these men, women, and children. To conclude, if you keep in mind these three objectives, being hopeful, being innovative, and being realistic, you will live an experience that will sustainably impact your everyday life for the better and for a long time. Thank you, delegates.